We've got college tennis trash talking stories. We try to figure out how much money tennis players are actually making from NIL. And we question if the occasional night out is actually a net positive for college tennis teams. From prodigy to a University of Oklahoma tennis player, our guest might be the perfect person to answer these questions. Kholo Montsi, welcome to the Changeover. Over there in the States now, University of Oklahoma, and the talk of the ESPN world these days is all about the NIL. You got coaches complaining about players not working hard, people making money, people are delusional about how good they are. How has NIL affected tennis in your opinion? Like, have you seen any crazy deals at your school? Athletes walking around like they own the place because they have a big NIL deal, or how's it going over there?
I mean, like you said, like NIL is pretty much the talk of everything. It's big, man. You know, I hear about some guys making some serious money. You know, you'll hear of a guy that has made over 1.2 mil or something like that, and you just sit back and you're like, there's no way this guy's making 1.2 mil. But it's kind of the reality now of college sports. I mean, in tennis, it's obviously not millions, you know, but I do know of some guys that are making, you know, six figures a year. So I mean, I think it helps. You know, I'm all for it.
How much are you making?
You cannot ask the man that question. You cannot ask him that at the beginning of this podcast, bro. What are you talking about?
I don't reveal my financial situation, but it's just that I'm a somewhat happy man.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. Like I was saying, like I haven't seen or noticed anyone really like acting like, I'm making all this money or whatever. Because I feel like at the end of the day, the guys still want to make it. You know, we still haven't made it yet. You know.
Yeah,
Can
cause
you
like all the
break
guys
down?
in tennis who like would be on NIL are all guys that are hungry to play on the pro tour. So it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, maybe on one hand it's cool now that they're making money in college, but then on the other hand it's just gonna go straight towards the pro tour, which is crazy expensive. So like it's not like they're rolling in cash forever and ever, amen. It's like they're about to go and invest that into themselves and hopefully break through, you know?
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. That's accurate.
Can you break down the actual ways people can make money through NIL as tennis players? Like, what have you heard? Like, is it just the school pays them directly, or you can get certain sponsorship deals? Like, I've never understood exactly how it works.
Yeah, so I think I can
Really?
only speak from the Oklahoma point of view. You know, I'm not sure how other schools do it. But how it works in Oklahoma is they have an NIL collective, which is called Join One Oklahoma, and they are able to sign contracts with athletes, and you have to do a certain amount of posts or autograph signings, videos, stuff like that, and they pay you directly. And then the other way is that you can do you can have deals with companies directly as well. So I could have a deal with, let's say, Mercedes, as an example. They pay me to
I
do
wish.
whatever, but it gets tricky when you're an international student. There's some like gray areas of things that you can do and things that you can't do. And I did all my research, man. I'm chasing the bag, So I did my research. I made sure this is what I can do, this is what I can't do. Make sure I'm still within the legal, requirements.
So can you reach out to companies on your own? Like, can I do my own, I guess, management, or I don't know. How does that work?
Yeah, so they have at Oklahoma they have a platform called Influencer. You put in your stuff, you create a profile, and it gives you a list of companies or brands or whatever, and you can apply for a deal, or they can reach out to you. There's Open Doors, which is the same thing. So yeah, they give you platforms to reach out to them and for them to reach out to you. So it's pretty accessible, you know. It's not like you just have to wait and hope someone comes to you. You know, you can reach out to them, call them, email them, whatever the case may be.
That reminds me, Justin, of do you know Cole? Do you know Simon Freund?
Swedish guy, yeah,
Yeah,
with the
yeah, so,
pancakes stuff.
yeah. The pancake store. Yeah, he was like advising us a little bit at the beginning of our journey and stuff, and he uses this platform called Pillar, and it's the same thing. Pillar is like we can put in our podcast information. So if people want to contact us and partner with us, they can, and then we also would have access to all the different brands and companies that we can reach out to. But we weren't really popping then, and we're still not really popping now, so we can't really contact anyone. But like, so we didn't really keep going with the Pillar. But eventually, when we get our numbers up a little bit, we'll
Our
be able to use
inbox is
Pillar
empty
again.
at the moment, but we are
Yeah.
accepting.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be the first one in the inbox. I'm gonna reach out.
All right, perfect.
And what is the difference between being an international student and an American? They can make more money, or is it just like tax differences? What's the exact difference there?
I think in terms of the taxes, we both have to pay taxes. So I don't think there's much of a difference there, but I do know that American players can make more money. It's because for us, if a if I'm gonna use the same example again, if Mercedes says, you know, do a shoe with us, we give you 100K. I'm working. I'm not, but I'm on a student visa. You know what I mean? Whereas an American, you know, you're American, they can give you all the money that they want without having to, you know, do anything shady or, you know, cut corners or whatever like that. But that's kind of my understanding from it, from the explanations and the that I've heard and the information that I have.
So, with that being said, would you say that the NIL for college people is over or underrated?
It's I wouldn't say overrated, but I
It
would
can be
say
overrated. Before you got zero money, and now you're making money.
that's the thing. That's the
Thank you
thing.
very much.
I think it's
Bring it
underrated.
on. Yeah,
It's
bring it on.
One is more than none.
More NIL. We want more NIL. Okay, my next question is, do you think it will stay? Because I really don't think it will stay, NIL. I believe that you're going to school at the perfect time, because in 10 years from now, I don't know if it's going to be there still.
You know, I don't think it's gonna stay, to be honest. You know, I've seen a couple of articles and stuff, and you hear from people saying that NIL is gonna come to an end, and schools are gonna pay the athletes directly, and each athlete is gonna have, or each sport is gonna have a certain like value for their players.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think like if that comes in, I don't think NIL is gonna be as big, but at the same time, I feel like it's not just gonna disappear. You know what I mean?
I just feel like, so how does
Guys
it
doing
work?
research, boy.
How does it
Reading
work? Let's say a booster,
articles and
right?
things.
Let's say a booster, right, loves Oklahoma. Oh my God, I love Oklahoma. Boom, assume, whatever. They throw in a lot of money into just an athletic program for Oklahoma, and then is this the athletic program that differentiates where that money goes, or would the booster go, I specifically love tennis, let me give just tennis? Because I can't imagine there's many of those. Like, I would say it's probably more where they love basketball or they love football, and not so much, oh my God, I love Oklahoma golf, you know?
Yeah. For the tennis, I know we have a great like foundation of people that are putting in money, man. Like some very wealthy people, great people as well. You know, they show up to our matches. Um, they come to the alumni like reunions and stuff like that, and they putting in a lot of money. You know, I don't know the figures, but for
I
the stuff
guess,
that's happening, there's some
yeah, I
guys
mean,
that
I
are
guess
putting in
the good
cash.
thing is that a tennis team is only 10 players. So they if they want to make a good contribution to a team of 10 players, they can, versus a football or basketball. Football for sure is a lot more players. Basketball team is more players. So I guess that helps. The tennis team is not a big team.
Yeah, that's
I
true,
think
and
that
it's probably cheaper for them, to be honest.
I think the NIL is probably doing all right by Kholo. Have you ever seen Kholo off the court, bro? This man be wearing designer clothes and
No, no, Kholo was doing
and
that before
ex-
NIL. Kholo was doing that
limited
before
edition sneakers and things. You probably have a Travis Scott one right now.
NIL.
Just
No, bro, I remember, bro, I remember Kholo in Naples a couple of years ago. Like Kholo might have been like 17 or something, and Kholo was like walking around in like shades, a hat, and some Nike Dunks at the tennis court. It's like, bro, go put on some running shoes. What are you talking
First time
about?
I seen this man, we were
bro,
in. I
bro.
was in Israel. I was in Israel. He had a match that day. He pulls up, like he's rocking not tennis clothes really. He had tennis shorts on and socks, but he has on like dunks and like I don't even know
No,
what kind of
but
shirt
I
the
will
shirt, but
say,
the shirt looked nice. It was a
no,
nice
no,
shirt.
but I will say, he doesn't look like one of those guys that's trying to look cool or something. The man is just cool as fuck. You know, the man's
My
just wearing
cool,
Oh,
drip,
bro.
and the
bro.
man is just, yeah, the man
The
just
the
Hey,
cool.
the,
bro.
the closet is stacked, bro. Closet is stacked, bro. You never know who's out there, man. Never know who's
That's
out there.
facts. No, that's
So
100%. Yo, Kholo, listen to this. Um, I was at Chipotle with Amy the other day,
Mhm.
and I'm kind of lazy with my appearance. Like sometimes I don't really shave, my beard gets whatever. Sometimes I don't shave my head if I'm not wearing a hat. It's a fucking disaster. But I'm in Chipotle chilling, and then I'm leaving Chipotle, and then there was a guy. I would say he's probably like 16, 17, if I if I'm accurate. But he was like, "Yo, are you Jody from the Changeover podcast? Like, I love the podcast. So like, can we take a picture?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Nice to meet you." Shook his hand and stuff. I said, "Yo, DM us so we can talk and whatever." But I felt like I was looking messy. I was like, bro, I need
looking
to
like
start.
shit.
Yeah, I need to start paying attention to what I'm wearing, bro. People are starting to recognize me a little bit, you know?
Nah, bro. You always gotta stay fresh, bro. You gotta stay fresh.
That's
I mean,
facts.
like here's my thing. My thing is, you know, you look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. You play good, they pay good. You know, that's
Man, it's
that
Deion
that
Sanders or what?
that
Yo,
might
you.
that might be a quote that I stole from Deion Sanders,
It might
but
be.
it applies to me, bro. Like I
Yeah,
just love looking good, man. Oh my goodness. Like if
that's
I'm
like
gonna
the
lose,
LeBron. That's like the LeBron quote. That's my favorite quote.
Yeah.
bro, it's
Yo,
the same
we
though
got
with
a.
tennis clothes. It's
It's
the
the
same with
podcast,
tennis
bro.
clothes, bro.
Yo, we got
Oh, go on.
Blaise. Come down lower, bro. Blaise Bicknell here,
Yo, what up,
randomly
Blaze?
popping it. I'm at his house right now. You can't hear him, but
What's
yeah,
up, guys?
Yo, Blaze.
What up, bro?
you can't hear you.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry for interrupting the episode. It would mean a lot to us if you could subscribe to the channel. That's the best way to support us and help us to continue to make fun episodes with cool guests. Thanks so much and enjoy the rest of the episode.
All right. So you in college now. There's always talk about how rowdy it gets during matches. Tell me, do you think that trash talking during college matches is over or underrated?
Underrated, bro. I need it. Me personally, I need it. I don't like this country club, sorry and all that stuff. Like me personally, I trash talk. I remember we played TCU at home, and
Uh,
uh and we beat TCU, and this was the first time I think OU had beaten TCU in like 8 years. And I say some stuff, some f bombs be coming out of my mouth, and bro, the guy hits the ball out, and it's comfortably out, and his coach goes, "What? No way! The ball's on the line, ref. He knows he's cheating." And bro, and I went up to the guy, and I was like, "What you said, bro? You know it's out. Look at me, look at me, look at me." And he wears this hat. The TCU coach, he wears this hat, and I was like, "You look stupid in your hat." And and
No,
I
you
got
did
my
not
co-
tell.
I
You tell
got
that
my
to
what
Roditi? Are you
did
telling that
it?
to Roditi?
I said that to Rodici, bro, and he's like,
You
"Ref,
guys
you
were
can't be
eye to
talking
eye
like."
level. The two, they're both 5'6". They was.
That's messed up. That's messed up. That's
Bro,
messed
I'm
up.
not gonna lie, I actually felt so good because I could I'll put on a fight.
Yeah.
But that's just me. There's another time against A&M, bro. Same thing, balls out. The guys are going, "No, it's no ways it's in." And some guy on the side, he's like, "Colo, bro, that's in, that's in." And I'm like, "Bro, who are you?" Because the guy wasn't on the team, I'm assuming. And he's like, "That was in. Ball don't lie, ball don't lie." And I remember I was playing JC Roddick, and I'm like, and me and JC, we cool, bro. We were cool. We had no issues. Um, and I think he was about to break me, and the guy just going nuts on the side. Ball don't lie. I come back and I hold on a deuce point, and I went crazy, boy. I ran straight to the stands, like straight up to the guy's face. Ball don't lie, ball don't lie. Yeah, baby. And and coaches are like, "Hey, you're like, relax, focus, focus." But it's underrated, man. It makes it so much better. I think if you can do it and still focus, perfect. Now, if you're gonna talk trash and then you're losing, like,
Yeah,
Agreed.
some guys get carried away and lose concentration. But
yeah,
like,
bro.
Brother.
so my question for you now is like, when you take that to the pro tour now, and you go, because you were pretty successful last year, you made, I think you won a 25, and you made like what, another semi or final of a 25? Is that
Yeah,
right?
another
So
semi.
so when you go to the pro tour now, do you take that same energy to the pro tour? Because it's kind of frowned upon in the pros. Like we've done quite a few episodes now on, and guys are not liking it very much. The college kind of, I guess you could say, energy.
Yeah. Um, I don't think I take it as much. I think what kind of helps me was I played the pros before coming to college. So now when I go out of college, I kind of know how to, like act. Um, I do get loud, but in terms of trash talk and arguing, I don't do that as much. Only difference is because I can get fined. I'm not trying to lose money, you know. So I watch the things that I say and the things that I do a little bit more. But yeah, I'll try bringing some stuff, hype myself up a little bit, say some stuff to myself. Um, yeah, but nothing too crazy. I wouldn't call it the same college energy.
Yeah, yeah,
Yo, I'm on this podcast the one who usually gives shit, right? I'm the one who makes the jokes, and I like to let's say trash talk, and I think is fun. But then over Christmas, I picked the wrong person to trash talk with. So we're at this Mark knows the Bahamian tennis legend has like this exhibition weekend where he raises money for like a Bahamian charity or his charity actually, where he puts some kids through school and whatever. And Taylor Townsend is there, and it's after the exhibitions are all done. She wants to hit. She's been in off season. Wants to hit some balls. Me, her, and her friend, and then my friend Michael Major are playing like dingles. So we're playing cross, whatever. The point's free. She plays to me. I hit like an angle backhand. I can't remember if she like can't pick it up or I pass her, but I go, "This the girl who won Wimbledon?" And she goes, "Oh no, don't do that." she said, she said, she said, "I'm pretty sure there's at least two zeros next to your name when they look at your ranking." And
that's
I was
crazy.
like, "Ah, shit." I was like, "All right,
That's
you're right,
crazy.
you're right, you're right."
Yeah,
Well,
Then I,
that's
that's
then
crazy.
tough.
then I think I shank a forehand. She goes, "Who's on the futures tour? You still playing futures?" I said, "Yeah. I deserve that one." Like,
Yeah.
all right, hands
Nah,
up.
they
Stop
got you
now though,
good.
because
No,
They
no,
in
no.
my
got you
head,
That's when
good.
you have to. No, at that point, you have to be like, we're playing singles right now. We have to play singles for something, for money, for sprints, for something.
bro, I was like,
Oh,
yo, pick the right people, bro. And it's not just me there, it's not just me and her. It's other
yeah.
people there too.
But you should
But
have
it's all
known too. You should have known when I was wearing the pink hoodie. She said I look like a nipple. Like you should just know that she's elite at the trash talk, bro.
nah,
Yeah,
She
yeah.
said
You
you
but
look
should
like a
know.
nipple.
Yeah, you should know. There's levels, Justin.
you can't really explain that either. Like, yo, I've been injured and blah blah blah. You just gotta. It is what it is.
No, because it's not like you're not trying to make them feel sorry for you either. It's like you started it, you know?
yeah. I had to take it like a man. So also, a big part of college tennis, they talk about team bonding. Now, I want to ask you if is team bonding off court over or underrated? Because you have teams that are like, for the most part, people would agree that the on the court stuff, the rah rah, hyping each other up is very important. But I'm not sure if all teams are super close off the court. And what's your view on that?
It's for me personally, I would say it's underrated, man. Because if you have a great bond off the court, like when you go on court, it's just you feel like you're together, and I don't think it's healthy to like go on court with your teammates and feel like I can fight and play for these two guys, but I'm not tight with that guy. Am I really gonna put everything on the line, or I don't really like that guy, and stuff like that. I'm not gonna cheer as loud for him, but I'm gonna go cheer for the other guy. So for me, it's super important, and I guess I can say it's underrated because you need it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you because I mean there's been times in our team. I would say this year we had a couple of issues where we in the beginning, we went the it's a new team, we weren't the tightest, arguing off court. Someone says this to another person, someone says that, and you get onto the court, and I'm pissed, that guy's pissed, people are not together, whatever. But the more time we spent off the court with each other, whether that's having, grilling at the house, going to have team dinner, just come over and chill, play PlayStation, whatever. The more we did that, the tighter we got on court, and the more we were like in sync. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's gotten to a point now where we're so tight, where it's, when we lose, we lose. When we win, we win. Where I feel like a few months ago, it was, if you lose, someone would be like, it's that guy's fault, or we shouldn't have lost because he did that. So it's important, bro. And I'm happy to say, like, our team is we good now.
Tell me what's the best team bonding? Because I want to say something that maybe not the best thing to hear, but it might be partying with your teammates.
Me
I might.
personally, I agree with you. That's
I thought
that's
this was about to go in the other direction. I thought it's gonna be me personally. I can't talk about that because man is still in school. Man plays tomorrow. Kholo,
man.
can we just pause for a second here before we get into this? But tomorrow your season starts, is that correct?
Tomorrow season starts. Yeah,
And who does the team play?
we play Omaha.
Are you excited to play tomorrow?
I'm excited to be cheering.
Wait, why aren't you playing tomorrow, Kholo?
So the reason why I'm not playing is on my on my 22nd birthday, we had weights at like 6 or 6:30 a.m. and
Skip that.
there were like two guys were there. The other guys are going traveling for tournaments, bro. And I woke up and I was like, oh shoot, gosh,
Kholo, that's bad.
I
That is
didn't.
bad for the team culture, Kholo.
It's not my fault though, bro. It's not my
What do you mean
fault.
it's not your fault? You have to have accountability for your actions, brother.
Oh, I held myself accountable, but it's not my fault I didn't wake up. I tried to wake up.
Oh,
I
you tried to wake up.
I took the necessary steps. I set my alarm. I kept my door
Blame it
open
on the
just
vodka.
just so
Blame
that
it
my
on the
roommate can
Henny.
come in.
Blame it on the
But
2 shots. Got you feeling dizzy. Blame it on the.
And this is why, and
Oopsie.
this is why night outs is not the best for team bonding.
uh,
You better go eat some dinner and get your ass home early.
nah, bro, I'll be honest, bro. It's partying, going out, man. Go out with the guys. Have a have a
Memories.
have a few beverages.
Okay.
Um, chat with some girls, chat with the guys, whatever. Like just make memories. That's how I see it. Just make memories with the guys, man. It's it brings you close. And after a few off court Gatorades, guys say some stuff. The truth comes out. The truth comes out. So I'm all for it. Some guys just like having dinner or playing golf or something, whatever. I'm
What's
with
wrong with
whatever.
golf? What is wrong with golf?
Nothing wrong with golf, bro. But
You can have some off-court Gatorades while playing golf, you know?
nah,
It's
nah,
not the same.
it's not the
I
same.
want to say here that that is not the main purpose of college and college tennis, but I think that that is a part of the experience, and I think it does make you closer to your teammates. And I can attest that. So my first year was our best year. We made Sweet 16, lost to Baylor 4-2, and I think on paper we had a good team, but it wasn't like a top team in my opinion. Like we had some guys who you wouldn't necessarily place on a Sweet 16 team, in my opinion. And then
Yeah,
years following, we actually had a better team on paper, but we were less close. Sometimes there would be personal issues, or maybe some guys had girlfriends, they didn't hang around as much, and it just affects the vibe of the team. And I think that, yeah, team bonding, however you get it done, it has to be, I think it has to be done. I think it makes a huge difference for just the level of the tennis and the way you train and the way you get along. I don't know why it affects it, because think about it, it's just 3 doubles matches and then 6 tennis matches that go on side by side, the singles matches. You wouldn't think that it matters if you guys are close or not. Like if who's good is gonna win, who's not good is
yeah,
gonna lose. But
But bro, it's
it's
like
not,
what
that's not
Kholo
really how it
said. It's
works.
like that. It's like playing for, okay, you're playing for the school, obviously. You're playing for the coach. You're playing for yourself, but you're also playing for the people next to you. It's like, I'm not doing all this screaming and shouting for someone I don't care about. Like, it's really hard to do, you know? So it's way easier to do it for people that you enjoy being around and you care. And also you genuinely want them to do well for themselves as well, not only selfishly for you and your team, but also for them too. So all
And they
that
can
goes
give you
into it.
strength. They can give you strength
That's
too.
true.
Like if you, I don't know, like if you ever had like a new coach that you didn't really know, and you're playing a match and you look at that person, you don't have that bond yet. So when you look at them and they give you a come on or whatever, you don't really feel that the same way as necessarily if a close friend was sitting there, or your father was sitting there, or your, I don't know, your
Yeah.
girlfriend, whatever. You might feel more comfort and strength from that person than you would from someone that you're not that close to. So I think just having
Yeah.
that trust and that bond can change the vibe of, I don't know, the whole experience, in my opinion.
No, big
Yeah,
time. No, that's accurate. I agree with that.
yeah.
Real
And
talk.
now we were talking about the off court style, but you are a person who has a little bit of flair on the court too. Like I don't know who said this, but it might have been Zayn or Chris Begg, but they said that Sebastian Grosjean saw you playing when you were really young, and he liked how you played because you could make the other guy look stupid sometimes. Like you could like, I don't know, with the drop shots and the just lobs, whatever it was, you had like a way about you of obviously being talented and having many options on the court. But I wanted to ask you if you think being talented is over or underrated for tennis players because sometimes having those options can make life a little more difficult. So I just want to know your opinion on that whole thing.
Um, my honest opinion is it's overrated, and I won't lie. It took a lot of time for me to truly believe that, because in my head, when I was young, it was talent beats hard work. Um, and because that's pretty much what I was doing, and I remember, everyone's like, you have to work hard. Hard work beats talent, and I'm like 13, 14, 15, and I'm like, no ways, bro. I just beat this guy playing with the one hand backhand. How you gonna tell me hard work, beats talent? And bro, I go to Europe. It's my first time playing in Europe. 5 weeks, I won like 3 matches. 5 weeks, I won 3 matches, singles and doubles combined. And I'm like, wow, bro, like everyone's hitting tweeners just like me. Everyone's hitting drop shots from 2 meters behind the line, just like me. And I was like, wow, everyone's talented. And then it goes to the ITFs, and I got to a point where I was pretty much like just dominating Africa. Um, and then I go again. I go overseas, bro, and I played Mattia Arnaldi in my first grade 2 ITF in Czech Republic. And Arnaldi's what, like top 50 now or something like that, top 30.
Yeah, he's up there.
And I played this guy, bro, and I lost like 4-2, whatever. And I remember I went back home to South Africa, and I was like, okay, maybe they were right. Like, I do need to work harder. Um, and I had a coach at the time, Denton Menzies, who told me, imagine if you took your talent and then you worked hard and you just put them together, like how much better you'd be. And kind of used the term of work hard, and by working hard, the talent would just show itself. Um, so once I truly believe that hard work beats talent, I think I did it a lot better, and the talent would just show itself, and I wouldn't have to force it out or bring it out, or you know what I'm saying. But it's
So you feel like you have to rely on it less.
yeah, I feel like I have to rely on it less because I got to a point where the fundamentals. I had the fundamentals now. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it does make the sport a lot more fun. I'll tell you that for sure.
I would
That's
agree. I
facts.
think the idea there is like you have your base level so high, and then you're playing someone else who also has that. Then it's time to show the whatever that extra uniqueness is that can get you over the line. But if you have to do all this crazy stuff just to survive, you're probably not gonna win that many tennis matches at a high level. But yeah, and ITF juniors, how important do you think that is for your development? Is it essential, or is it people maybe better off playing pros right away, futures and stuff? Like, what is your thoughts on that?
Or even
Uh,
now PTTs and that sort of stuff. They have
Yeah.
PTTs and that sort of stuff now, UTR tournaments.
I mean, I think competing in juniors is important, whether you, or let me say competing as a junior. You could be a junior player and you're playing UTRs or PTTs or maybe a pro tournament, and I think that's still good. Now, do you have to play, every ITF, try to be one of the best in the world? Not necessarily, because we've seen some guys who played, junior ITFs and they were nowhere near the top, but now they're pros. You know what I mean? Or they did very well in challenges or whatever the case may be. So I don't think it's like you have to do it. But for me personally, it really helped me just competing with a lot of different people, a lot of different game styles, and not just the tennis, but like meeting people, getting to see different places around the world. That part was pretty pretty important for me, I'd say. I mean, a kid coming from South Africa, I think it was important for me to play against all these other guys around the world to kind of give myself some confidence, some belief, and sort of a bigger picture for myself. But I mean, like, look at Yannick Sinner. Yannick Sinner was bum cheeks as a junior, bro. I'll keep it real.
Though
And
he was not bum cheeks as a junior. What are you talking about? Wasn't this man playing Alcaraz at the Challenger at like 16?
no, no, okay. But when I'm saying junior, I'm saying like on the ITF tour. Like the guy has like no results, or he barely played. I don't know, but
Yeah, the man probably barely played because he was just fucking up all the good guys when he was in juniors. He's playing pros. I'm almost
no,
I
but
certain.
will say
no, but
when we were in Monastir in 2021, like before he popped, or like when he started to pop off, he didn't even do that well in futures at the time. And it was like at a certain point
Oh,
things clicked and it went crazy. That it wasn't like he
also
was winning a lot and then
he went from like not doing that good to just like popping like out of nowhere.
yeah, like things clicked for him. Like I think he always was like talented and stuff, but I don't think he was like winning a lot of matches.
My
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, yeah. You're bad. Yeah,
My bad.
Let your guest speak. Stop your guest, man. Like let the guy talk.
yeah.
Let the man
It's
speak.
my show
Thank you.
now.
Get back to it.
Carry on. What next are we talking about, Colo? No, but okay, one more thing. The ITFs, I would say there's more incentives now, like with the like wild cards. Like if you want to go pro, it is more incentives now to play ITF juniors because they give you more wild cards, like the junior exempt program and that stuff. And then even now in college, that's even good too. Like now you have access to play bigger events through your success at the level below. So that's pretty good.
But I
Yeah, that's
will
true.
say as well, if you can play slams or even like Youth Olympics or something like that, like because when I was 17, I qualified for the Youth Olympics in Nanjing, and it was my first like real big event. Like to be in those like locker rooms and then have the big stadiums and like people watching and like I think that experience is also kind of invaluable. Like if you can play in those big arenas, it's actually very valuable experience. And like he said earlier, like it gives you like a bigger picture of what the top levels are actually like. Because I think if you just play, I don't know, futures and whatever, you never really get that vibe of tennis, like the event vibe, where it's like this is an event. This is not just about tennis balls. This is for the crowd. Like this is not about you really, you know. So
Yeah,
I think if you can make it to the upper echelons of ITF, whatever that is, I think it definitely has purpose and value beyond just the wildcards
yeah.
for the challenges coming. And if we're
Facts.
done on that one, I have one more over under for you. Amapiano music, over or underrated? Because I
Underrated,
personally,
bro.
I'm a fan of it, but at a certain point, it sounded the same song again and again and again and again and again
No,
and again. The
You're
same
no,
gonna
beat
upset
again
the
and
man.
again
Why are
and
you gonna
again.
do that to
no,
upset him?
no, no.
This is what I
Because
do.
bro, the thing is, you're not feeling the music. To the ear, it
Yeah,
might
that's
sound
his
the same,
problem.
but to the soul, it's different. I'm telling you, bro. I know the first like minute sounds exactly the same as the past 1,000 songs, but
Uh huh.
once it hits the soul, you'll tell it's different, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'll be in the locker room, I'll play on my piano. Like some days when we warming up for like matches in the season, I'll put in my AirPods while I'm hitting. It's kind of a new thing that I did because sometimes they be playing some country road and all that stuff.
Who controls that music?
I don't know, maybe the media people. I don't know who it is, but I'm not trying to listen to country when
Trash, trash, trash,
we're about
trash,
to play
trash.
TCU or something. You know, number one team in the country. You're gonna play some country music for me? Nah. You know.
Nigga,
Yeah.
nigga.
You hit him with a bro.
Yeah, you do the eyes
I'm a,
and stuff or no? You do the whole thing? Nah.
bro. I can do the whole thing. I'm South African, bro. What do you expect? No, it's bro. Amapiano is essential. I love music. You know, I love music,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Amapiano, bro. When I played here in the States, it you kind of feel lonely because there's no one to to
Enjoy it
feel
with,
to
yeah.
enjoy it with. You know, but fortunately, I got my boy Bruno Nyavan from Mozambique. We've been friends since we were like 10, and he's actually like right across me in the other room. And when it's us, bro, we turn like our house into South Africa or Africa, just Afro beats.
But tell
Nice.
I'm
me,
a piano, you know, so for
you
sure
have a
underrated.
choice to go, a choice to like go see, I don't know, Uncle Waffles or one of the big piano DJs, or you can go watch Burna Boy Wizkid live. Which you picking? Afro
Just
beats, dog.
because it's
100% you pick Afro beats. Are you gonna
I'm
Uncle
picking Burna Boy,
Waffles?
bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
dog.
picking
Come
Burna
on,
Boy.
dog.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
Burna
yeah,
Boy.
yeah, yeah.
Just because you said it's Uncle Waffles though. But if you said someone like Gabza the
Tell
Small,
me.
This is how you know he doesn't even know the music and he's judging. He doesn't even know the
I
music.
just see what's on IG, brother, and I see Uncle Waffles, bro.
no,
I
Uncle
see
Waffles
that.
is she's power, but um
Yeah.
it just depends who it is, bro. I love I'm a piano, bro. It controls me, bro. It's like someone took my spirit.
Uh-huh. Hey guys, quick break. Justin here from the Changeover. Gonna talk about Pro Stringer. It's a great machine that I use, Jody uses, and a lot of other pros use as well. You can use it at home, on the road, really anywhere there's a tabletop surface. It takes me about 25-30 minutes to string a racket on this machine. It is easy to travel with, fits in carry-on, suitcase, tennis bag, no issues at TSA. It's a big money saver, and you can save even more when you use our code Changeover to get $100 off the machine. Back to the episode. Speaking of controlled spirits, the Australian Open electronic line system has been freaking out. They had Dominic Kopfer with a little DJ set there, foot fault, foot fault, foot fault, foot fault, foot fault, foot fault. And then Osaka, I saw a line call that was crazy. It called the ball long, and to my eyes, maybe I've been calling balls out that have been in my whole life, but the ball also, to me, it looked out. Have you had any experience with this electronic line calling in your career?
Yeah, I think the first time I ever had it was at the Junior Slams, which was pretty cool for me. I mean, a bunch of us were just wasting challenges, to be honest, because you get so
You had
excited.
challenges?
We had
That's
challenges
sick.
at Oz Open on certain chords, certain chords. Um, so that was cool. But the thing is, like, the ball would be like this far out, and dudes are challenging, like challenge, you know. But recently in the college scene, uh, previously now in the fall at All Americans, they tried out the a Hawkeye, and how it was set up was there's sort of an iPad on the side of the court by the net, and it tracks where the ball goes. So I'm assuming there's a camera or something or sensors, and you know if someone hits a ball, let's say towards the line, and you want to challenge, you walk up to the iPad and it tracks every ball that was hit in the rally, and you go to that specific ball that was hit at the end, and then it will say out or in, which was and it was pretty accurate, you know, in my opinion. Um, but there were also sometimes where it wasn't 100% right, but I think
What does
it
that mean? If
makes
the call went your way, it was right, and if it went against you, it was wrong, or what? What does that mean?
nah it's sort of like you'll hit a ball in, bro, and a guy will be like out. It's
Uh,
college, people hook, you know,
yeah,
and
fuck.
you go to the thing and you click on it, and it'll say in, so it's your point. But it also might say out when the ball might have been genuinely in, you know. But I feel like it just helps players accept it, you know,
Yeah.
because
I have a question.
yeah.
Is there another sport in college where the athletes to just call in the scores and shit themselves?
It's
Like,
not.
like imagine that in basketball. Imagine
Maybe
college
golf.
basketball. They're like,
Golf. They have to keep track of their own stuff in golf on a system.
but isn't it? What do they do in the pros in golf?
No,
How do they keep scoring in the pros?
I don't think
Not
the
sure.
in pros I know there's that little thing when you go play on the course. You're right.
Yeah, but they do that in the in because I just find like I was talking to my cousin the other day and he was like um he was just asking questions about tennis and that sort of stuff and I told him like yeah in college they called it online and he couldn't believe it and then I started to think about it, bro. Imagine volleyball or basketball or football, like we watch these people on TV on college playing, but
That
on
would be way more fun,
tennis you just
actually.
have to call it yourself.
Imagine
What
volleyball
if they
calling
call it
worldwide.
themselves?
Yeah, like the crowds would get crazy into it.
Nah, bro,
People
it might
cheating.
get too crazy though. Imagine football.
Yeah.
It's
Football is
it,
insane.
it'll,
Yeah,
it'll
Dog,
be
I'm
too
in a football
wild, bro.
stadium. I can't even say the ball. The quarterback's fooling me out too. He's faking me out.
I think it's actually
Well,
impossible in football.
some of these teams be faking me out
Basketball,
while
no
I'm watching
fouls.
TV, bro. It's
I
insane.
think that's overrated.
Yeah.
To me, American football live, overrated. If you're not there to party, you don't know what's going on in that game, bro. You have no clue what's
I,
going on in that game.
I'll be real. When I first got here, I never watched football. Like, I hear people say first down, third down, and I'm just like, what? Like, I do not understand. All I know is I know the positions. The QB, wide receiver, all that stuff. I know the positions, but I don't know what the first down is. I don't know when you could kick and all that stuff. But I used to go to games in my first year as a freshman. I didn't stay for longer than a half. If I got to half of the game, I was happy with myself. But I mean, I think it's gotten to a point now. I've watched it so much where like now I understand and stuff. And the previous season, like we played Alabama, and we go there, and we had a pretty tough season. So now we playing Bama, and I'm like, oh, I want to see Ryan Williams, a 17-year-old kid from Bama. And that's what I'm hyped about. Go there and whatever. Oklahoma wins. Everyone's hyped. We rush the field, and we rush the field. It gets wild, and turns out there was still 28 more seconds left on the clock. So they told people to get off the field, and so we were one of those people that were on the field at the time, and then they ended, and then we run back on again, take pictures with the players and stuff like that. So I think for me personally, the games are more about like the atmosphere, like just
Yeah,
the
hundred
people
percent.
around, the
Not the game
noise.
itself.
Just it's
Yeah,
not really the game itself for me personally. It's more of like just taking
yeah,
in the
me too.
experience, bro. Like there's like 80,000 fans in our stadium, and you're just looking around, bro. And I'm like, wow, I'm a kid from South Africa, and I'm just like in the stadium. Yeah, oh you, just going nuts, bro. So, but we don't we can't really get lit like the other guys.
Yeah,
Next thing they find you on the big screen with the freaking Miller Lite in your hand, then
yeah,
you bust.
yeah. You're done.
Can't
Yeah,
have
you're
that.
So yeah.
All right, yo, let's get into some
IG.
Instagram questions. Yeah. So we asked Instagram some questions for you, Colo. The first one is from Calvin. Who do you idolize on the current ATP tour?
Uh, I don't know. I might get fired for this one, but I'm a big fan of Nick Kyrgios. But I would say like
Why you fighting it?
my real idol is Rafael Nadal, man. It's Rafa.
Okay.
Okay.
It's Rafa, but
It's funny that you choose Rafa because you were a man growing up that was like you're a talented guy. Not that Rafa wasn't talented, but he's known to be a workhorse, which you were not when you were younger.
yeah, but bro, it was them Nike shoes, the Bablet racket. That it stuck out to me, and that little
Okay.
that thing that he does the whole time. Yeah, I was doing that the
Okay.
whole time, bro.
Okay. All right. So next one is from Liam. He says, first of all, he said, "Short king in the house," and then he said, "How has your size affected your game and play style?"
Uh, I mean, I feel like it hasn't really affected me, but there's obviously, more. There's obviously some disadvantages. Like my serve's not the biggest, but my placement is good enough for me to get away with it. Because I'm small, I can move better. I'm quicker. If I'm returning, I don't really have to get down, and get low. I'm already there. If you're slicing,
You're already low.
I'm there. I'm barely bending my knees. So there's a there's some benefits, there's some benefits to being small, but um I obviously have to put in 2 times more work in the gym.
Okay. Do
Okay.
you feel like you have to take the ball super early to be effective?
It kind of depends on who I'm playing. Some guys, like,
Okay.
if I'm playing big dudes like you guys, it's like I better stay up on that baseline, because if I start to move a little bit back, you're in control the whole time. I can get there and all that stuff, but the question to myself is like, can I really be doing that for like 3 hours, for like 5 matches in a row to win a tournament, So I kind of like mix it up depending on who I'm playing. Do I stand closer to the baseline, take it early? Some guys just might hit big and it's either make it or miss it. Maybe I'll just stay back and just pretty much wait for you to miss. But I feel like the higher the level, the more I have to, take the ball early,
I'll say that's probably one of the good things about being talented like that, because not everyone has the ability to adjust their like core position like that. Guys I would say with better technique and better hands and stuff can manage taking the ball on the rise, staying close to the baseline, that sort of stuff. Other people won't be able to manage as well. So that's probably a benefit to the talent.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one is from Brian. How much of an impact did Kevin Anderson's emergence have on tennis in South Africa?
Um, I kind of really followed Kevin Anderson once he. I don't know if I would say like broke, like had his breakthrough or what, but when Kevin was pretty much at the top, like slam finals and all that stuff, top 20, top 10, that's kind of more when I started following. And for me personally, it was big, to see a South African person um on the tour, because there's less than 3, 4, 5. And now maybe there's less than 3 that are like actually top 200. I think it's only Lloyd Harris, and I guess it was Kevin. So it's only Lloyd now, but
Less than two.
yeah, there's pretty much
Mathematically.
only there's one.
Mathematically speaking.
Hypothetically speaking, there's one.
Over you education over there, crazy.
Bro, I don't have math, bro. Leave me alone, bro. Um, Now he was I think he played a big role in terms of giving me belief as a South African. I had the opportunity to meet him in Australia, and in Florida, and practice with him and speak with him and kind of hear his journey. So I think he did for sure play a a, a role in in sort of my tennis, or my view of tennis.
What are the choices growing up in South Africa? Like when you start playing sports, what is the cool thing to be? I doubt that it's tennis. So like, is it cricket? Is it rugby? Like what are the choices coming up?
It's soccer or rugby, those two.
Okay.
And maybe I'll put rugby at number one, and that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a rugby player.
There's no
Um,
way you want to be a rugby
I
This
player,
is
bro.
swear, bro, I
shifty,
wanted to be
boy.
a bro.
Shifty. What do you mean?
Brian Habana.
But I know zero rugby players.
Oh wow, okay. Well, Brian Habana was like he was the quickest rugby player at a state from South Africa, and I pretty much wanted to be him. And keep in mind, when we 7 years old, 7 till 10 or 12, everyone's the same height, everyone's the same size. So I'm killing it. I'm killing it. I'm like juking. I'm stepping through people. Stiff arm. And then at a point, bro, I was taking rugby seriously. It was my number one sport, and I had the opportunity to join a team called Blue Bulls. It's like I guess it's pretty much like a team for the South African Rugby League, like pretty much like the NFL, you know. Um, and I joined a junior team, and I got selected. And then I remember at the same time I got selected to play for South Africa in tennis. And they had these 2 big tournaments, exact same week and everything. And It's either I go play tennis for South Africa in Italy, or I go play rugby for one of my favorite teams in another city in Durban. So I'm like, well, frick, I'm like 12, 13 years old. I'm going to Italy, not really knowing that I wouldn't get that same opportunity again. And also, bro, those guys are 13 and they 6 foot. I was like 4'9". So,
Could have been Messi, bro. What you
I'm
mean? You
not
could have
trying to
been
be in a
Messi.
wheelchair at the age of 15. So,
Yeah,
and I made the
probably made the
decision.
right choice.
Was
Yeah,
the was
bro.
the style born in Italy?
The style, bro, you know where the style actually came from? From squash.
What do you mean?
Squash.
I
You're
played
just
squash
talking.
when I
You're
was a
just saying
kid.
words now, bro.
But
What did that do with style?
how did
Did
the
you?
style come from squash?
Well, I mean, like, just like I don't know, like, just drop shots or like being on the
Oh no no no
stretch.
no! I'm talking
The
about
game style.
fashion, brother.
The what?
Fashion. Like dressing nice and
Jody's busy saying the game style.
not me. I was talking about the game style.
Who you
I was
shouting
talking
at?
about regular
Who
life,
you
This
bro.
shouting
guy
at?
got me looking foolish now. I'm talking about drop shots. This guy talking about
No,
clothing.
no, no, no. First of all, when this man
All
talking
right.
about style, I knew right away he talking about
Yeah,
designer
man.
clothes, hats.
Yeah,
See
the
the hat? I
style.
have that same hat. I should wear that
The
same. I have that same
style.
hat actually in a different color.
Yeah, man.
Exact hat. It's on right now. All
Oh,
right. Come on. Let's focus. Justin.
so I don't know. I think it kind of just came from like seeing rappers, athletes, other people
Okay.
around. Pretty much just looking at what's trending. Um,
Hmm.
I've always had I'm a very materialistic guy. Not like
Okay.
extreme, but I like nice things. My
You like stuff.
parents,
Yeah.
my parents when I was younger got me a lot of nice things, and
Uh,
at the time we were very financially stable, so I got a lot of nice things, and I guess just growing up, it was I want this shoe, I want that shoe, I want this shirt, that shirt, and then we went broke, and I just changed the whole thing.
yeah.
Um, so now, man, I just like buying like shoes. I'm big on shoes, bro. I love shoes. Like right now, here with me at school, I've got 17 pairs of casual shoes. Um,
That's
17.
ridiculous. That's
yeah, and
ridiculous.
then
17 pairs.
there's
That's ridiculous, bro.
there's more at home. The shirts, man. I like buying different types of shirts, cargo pants, like just trying out stuff, bro.
NIL money gone. All of it
And
gone.
I am, and he's
Gone.
finished.
See ya.
Bro, I gotta make sure I never hit zero again, bro. Cause no, but I'm good. I'm good. Though. I'm good. Don't worry. Like I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
All right. We can find out right now. So to end the episode, we have a game here. We say it's brought to you by Quizlet one day. We're gonna play first to three correct trivia answers. Today is a college tennis edition, so all college tennis questions. And when I ask the question, you can shout it out, the answer. If you're wrong, he gets a chance to rebut. You can both guess one more time. If you guys get it both wrong twice, move on to the next question. First to three correct answers is the winner. And that'll
No
be the end of the
cheating.
broadcast.
If I say the answer first, give me the point.
Brother, it
Justin.
depends on the Wi-Fi, bro. Whatever I hear is
I
what I'm
don't
gonna go with.
care about no Wi-Fi. If I say
But
it
whatever
first,
I
give me
hear
the
is what I'm gonna
point.
go with.
Oh,
Brother,
Alright.
if I can't hear it, what do you want me to do?
Kholo. First of all, I don't win this game often. But when I am answering questions correctly, this man is still not giving me the points. I don't get
Brother,
it.
no,
anyway.
Justin, come on, dude. I believe in fair play.
Thank you.
Question number one. Who am I? Born in 2004. Career high 1,000. Trained at Everett Tennis Academy as a junior. Transferred from TCU to Texas this season after
Gorsley.
clinching the
Sebastian
championship.
Gosney.
Yeah, you're late, brother. That's Jody McGinley. 1-0. 1-0. Question
No,
number two.
bro. It's
Question
unfair,
number
dude.
two.
Come on.
Who won the women's team NCAA championship in 2024?
Texas
State.
A&M. Yeah.
Would you say, Jody?
I said NC State. I just threw it out there. I have no clue.
No, yeah, A&M.
It's A&M.
Couldn't tell you.
Question number three. Who is the head coach of UCLA men's tennis?
Billy something? Billy Martin? Billy.
Billy Martin is correct. Billy Martin is correct. 2-1,
Don't
Jody. You about
even
to win,
know,
bro.
Mr. Billy Martin. I don't even know what you look like, sir.
He looks like you, plus like 60 pounds and a little shorter.
Come on,
Um,
come on. So handsome fella,
yes,
Oh, wow.
exactly.
Look at this guy.
handsome fella.
Who is the last men's team to do a repeat as NCAA champions?
Virginia.
Yes, 2-2. We love this. Pressure. Okay.
I didn't even know what that meant, but
It's okay, Jody. You know, some people just know things. Some people just don't know some things.
Kholo, let me tell you something, right? If I win this fucking game, if I win this game,
But if you win this game, I'm blocking the Changeover podcast.
all right, come on, Justin, come on, let's
Swear
get
to
this
God.
question. Let's get this
Question
locked in.
number 5, the final question. Who is the current highest ranked woman to have played college tennis?
Danielle
Navarro.
Collins.
Emma Navarro is the correct answer. Emma
That's what I
Navarro.
said. That's what I said. That's
No,
what I said.
you said Danielle Collins.
That's what I said.
You said Danielle Collins, bro.
That's what
You
I
said
said.
Danielle
No,
Collins.
Jody, we're not gonna do this.
They went to the same school.
Daniel
Same
Collins.
school,
I said
but
Emma Navarro.
You did not
Emma.
say. Yo, Kholo, you can try. This is all on video. All of it's on
It's
video.
the college
bro.
hook. The college hook.
No,
He's going.
hey, no,
Why?
don't
Ladies and
believe, don't
Ladies
believe
and gentlemen.
everything you see on the internet.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jody,
let your applause be as loud as your criticism.
that's unfair though. I don't be
Kholo.
watching women's tennis though. That's
Kholo.
not right.
Kholo, well played, bro.
I'm not shaking your hand though. I'm letting
Well
you know
played,
right
brother.
now.
Hey, it's okay. That's all good. That's all good. All I know is it's 3 points to 2. And that wraps up this episode. Thank you so much for joining us, Kholo Montsi. We appreciate you coming through, brother.
Jody,
Hey man, good
Justin,
luck.
thanks
Not
for having
tomorrow.
me, man.
Like the next match.
Yeah,
Match
good luck
after
not tomorrow.
man.
Good luck to
Yeah.
to your team tomorrow. And then good luck for you and the team for the rest of the season. But I
Rest
hope
of the
you
season. Yeah.
look, tomorrow you take out the Theragun or the what's it called? The hyper ice, and make sure you warm up all of the muscles in your hand, forearms, so you can just do this tomorrow. All day
Bro,
tomorrow. This is good.
I'm ready. Look at my technique. Bro.
Let's see it. It's great stuff. That's great stuff.
You like it?
That's
You
a
like
good-
it?
Yeah.
That's my pickup line. I just clap.
All right, bro, Kholo. Thanks for joining us, bro. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks for having me, guys. Take care.
One love.